presentation. Our journey will start with that. Someone asked me that who was Kapil, or rather, who was the father of Kapil? So Kapil, sage Kapil, was the son of Kardan Prajapati, son of Brahma, and he was born him to his wife Dev Ahuti. Now, Dev Ahuti is a granddaughter of Brahma and daughter of Swayambhu Manu. Sage Kapil is also known as incarnation of Vishnu as per the Brahmananda Puran, whereas some other texts term him as a fifth but a partial incarnation of Lord Vishnu. But very importantly, he was the founder of Sankhya school of Hindu philosophy. Sankhya Darshan has influenced Buddhism as well as Jainism also. So this was about the Kapil. I hope I have answered the question which was asked yesterday.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, so we'll go with today's presentation. I would like to stop my video 1 second. All right. Okay. Does everyone see the presentation slide on their screen? Dr. Vikas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is there.
Okay. So yesterday we went with the episode of knowledge management with the legend of Ganga Avtaran. The Ganga, Shiv, Jata, cognitive capabilities, that was the episode. In today's episode, we are going to talk about change management. So first of all, I will define the change management. What is change management? Change management is a structured approach to transitioning individuals, teams, and organization from a current state to a desired future state. It involves planning, implementing, and sustaining change to improve processes, system, or organizational structure. Change management helps minimize resistance, enhance adaptability, and ensure smooth adoption of new initiatives. Change can be of two types. It can be proactive, which is planned changes for improvement, or reactive, response to the external forces like market shifts or regulations. During the presentation, we'll be talking more about proactive, so I will give example of reactive right now. We all have witnessed and experienced the shifts during the COVID period, the shifts during the recent happening of the Trump terror on the tariff. So these are the external effects, and with which organization, person, or the institution has to change accordingly. Effective change management utilizes model, tools, communication strategies, and leadership to drive successful transformation while maintaining stability and efficiency. How good to understand this with the Shiva Katha? I will take you to a very romantic story of moon god. On the
Then, sir, the slide is not being changed.
1 second, huh? Has it been changed now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this is a very romantic story of moon god. We'll start with this is the AI generated image. What you can see is, and the mantra is one of the Navgraha mantra. Dadishankha tusharabam Shiro Dharanava Sambhavam Namami Shashinam Somam Sambho Murkuta Bhushanam. I bow to you, Chandra, the moon, who has hair symbol on him, the one who is present as the ornament on the crown of God Shiva. So let me take you to the romantic and beautiful story of Chandradev. Now, story begins like this. Chandra married to the 27 daughters of Daksh Prajapati. But he loved Rohini among that 27 the most. Now I am sure yesterday the way a question has arisen, on similar line, someone will ask, okay, who was Daksh Prajapati? Or rather, Daksh Prajapati is the same who is the father of first wife of Shiva, the Sati. So in Hinduism, Daksh is a Prajapati and the son of the creator god Brahma. Hindu literature identifies both Askini and Parusuti as the name of Daksha's wife. Some of the notable daughters, because he had, as per one Puran, he had 60 plus daughters. Some of the notable daughters of Daksha include Aditi, the mother of Adityas, Diti, the mother of Daityas, Danu, the mother of Danavs, Swaha, the goddess of sacrifice and the wife of Agni, and Sati, the first wife of Shiva. Swaha is something what we do when we perform the yagna. For an example, whenever we pay the tribute through the yagna for a particular mantra, we add swaha at the end. For example, Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimai Tanno Rudraha Prachodayat Swaha. So this is swaha. Daksha's daughter have an important role in the creation, as they were given in marriage by their father to a number of deities in Hindu mythology. In Mahabharata, the 16 daughters of Daksha became the mothers of all living beings, including Devas, the Asuras, and the humans. But here we are talking about the 27 wives of Chandra or 27 daughters of Daksh. The names of these daughters who became the nakshatras, the lunar mansions. The names are Ashwini, Bharini, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigshira, Ardra, Punarvasu, Pushya, Aslesha, Magh, Purva Falguni, Uttar Falguni, Hasp, Chitra, Swati, Visakha, Radha, Jyestha, Mula, Purvashada, Uttar Sahara, Abhijit, Danistha, Shatabhisha, Purva Bhadrapad, Uttar Bhadrapad, and Revati. These were the name of 27 daughters of Daksh Prajapati, who has married to very beautiful and handsome Chandradev. Now what happened? Chandradev only loved the Rohini and he neglected 26 daughters of Daksh. Now this 26 six daughters always felt neglected and humiliated also sometime, as Chandra used to pay all the attention to the Rohini. So they complained this to his father. And with the repeated complaints, Daksh Prajapati, who was a mighty king and the ruler of the world, got furious and he cursed Chandra. He said that you will fade away slowly. Your all the beauties and shine and glowing, everything will fade away. Now, this was the terrifying curse from Daksh Prajapati to Chandradev. And the effect started immediately. Chandradev was now in a great trouble. And he immediately rushed to Brahma to find the solution. Brahma, as I mentioned yesterday, behaves typically like a boss. So he said, fine, Chandra, but I cannot provide you the solution. Go to Shiva. He can provide you the solution. But what he suggested, that to please the Shiva, you need to go to Prabhas Tirth, a place which we know today as the Somnath, the first Jyotirlingam of the sacred Jyotirlingams, Dvadas Jyotirlingams, one first among that. So Chandra went to Prabhas Tirth and he prayed to Lingam for almost 6 months. Shiva appeared to Chandra and he understood the problem of Chandra. But he said that I cannot take away the entire curse. It is not possible. Once it has been given, I cannot take away the entire curse. But I surely can make some arrangements. And what was the arrangement? He said that for 15 days you will shine. Something what we understand as a Shukla Paks. You will wax for 15 days and you will wane for 15 days. This is how he brought a rhythm of nature by giving him or making this arrangement. Now, as per the Shiv Puran, Kalasya Niyanta Sada Sambhuha Shivaha Paraha Chandrakala Lalatam Kala Chakram Vibhajyate. Shiva, the Supreme Lord, is the controller of time itself. The crescent moon on his forehead symbolizes the eternal cycle of time. See, very important over here is that after giving this moon, Shiva put the moon on his forehead as the ornament. And the moon is a crescent moon. There is an interesting analogy. I will connect that dot. Why crescent moon? But let us understand some deeper spiritual significance of the same also. The crescent moon on Lord Shiva head is not just a celestial adornment. It holds profound spiritual significance and extends beyond mythology. After establishing the lunar cycle through his divine grace, Shiva's association with moon became symbolic of his control over time, cosmic balance, and the human mind. We will talk further on this, but now let us understand and connect the story of the same with the management theory also. Prior to that, I will show you a small video. You can do the darshanam of Somnath. This video is as of yesterday.
चले ये साथ किस तरह मेरा कर्म दिए जान क्या बुरा है क्या तेरे रास्ते में मैं तो आत्म भूल जी चला जोत में सोनिया तुम सुनियो
From Gupta period to the Chola period and beyond, this iconic image of Shiva has been captured in sculptures, paintings, and temple carvings. It has a very deep spiritual meaning. We will talk about that also. But after looking the video of Somnath, the first Jyotirlingam of Dwadas Jyotirlings, we need to give a small homage. Karpur Gauram Karuna Avtaram Sansara Saram Bhujagendra Haram Sada Vasantam Radayara Vinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Now we will talk about the synchronicity with the change management, and to make you understand, I had given here a picture. What is this? Equipoise. Equipoise meaning balance refers to maintaining emotional and inner stability during change. A useful analogy is a gymnast staying steady on a narrow balance beam. Success comes from mastering the equilibrium. In times of pain and challenge, we instinctively adapt, learn, and grow, responding to a change as a catalyst of progress. However, growth is not solely driven by difficulty. During the joy, love, and hope, we also find the valuable lesson. If someone is in love, he surely be in a different state of mind, and he'll learn a lot many things during that period also. But what we mean over here is change is a cycle of ups and downs. We rise and fall. We succeed and struggle. True success lies in accepting both the phases while maintaining equipoise, ensuring resilience and steady progress through life transition. Shiva taking crescent moon. He is Lord of the Lords. He could have taken the full moon, but he has taken the crescent moon, which is symbolic of a middle line, that you wax and wane, you succeed and fail. Every time I am supposed to maintain my equilibrium of manas, that is mind, soul, atman, and chit, the super intelligence. It is the harmony of the inner balance. Humankind has this question since ages, that what is success? Every person has a different story. For some, accumulating the wealth is a success. For some, accumulating the knowledge or the qualification is a success. For some, acquiring the social status or the family status is a success. But Shiva defines that very well. A person who could maintain the equilibrium or the inner harmony well during any phase of the time, he is success. He is successful man. Challenges are the part of the life. Even gods have not been spared out of it. Whether you talk about Rama or Krishna or Shiva or Sati or Sita or Parvati. Life is full of challenges for everyone. That is what the teaching is. One need to develop the harmony during that phase. You may wake sometime, you may wane sometime. You have good time in certain phase, you have a bad time in certain phase. Even during the day, you have some good time and bad time, so on and so forth. Change is part of the life, and challenges are also part of the life. Successful person is someone who accepts the both well with his inner peace and harmony. He learns when the things are bad also, and he learns when the things are good also. So this was about the crescent moon. As I said, it has a deeper spiritual meaning also. In Vedic philosophy, the moon represents the mind, manas, thoughts and emotions. It is constantly changing, much like the waxing and waning phases. The human mind fluctuates, shifting between clarity and confusion, peace and turmoil. However, Shiva, by placing moon on his head, symbolizes his mastery over the restless mind, teaching seekers how to attain control over thoughts and emotions. The crescent moon on Lord Shiva's head is not just an astronomical symbol, but a spiritual beacon, reminding humanity that time, thoughts, and emotions are not meant to control us. Shiva teaches us that with discipline and devotion, we can master them all. So this was about the crescent moon taking on the forehead and giving the assurance that you are now safe, no one can touch you. And this was about the equipoise. Now let us see what is proactive and reactive change management. Proactive change management, as I mentioned, is the planned and a systematic implementation of changes within an organization to introduce new initiatives, systems, and methods effectively. Reactive change management, triggered by external factors. Examples are legislation, competition, economic shifts, whatever, requiring an organization to adapt in response. The common element in both the approaches is use of the models, methods, and techniques, application of tools and skills, leveraging organizational knowledge for effective change execution. Both proactive and reactive change management ensures organizations remain adaptable and resilient in dynamic environment. We will see some of the examples. I again selected few from the academic field and few from the corporate world. All examples are very good and very interesting. Implementation of the NEP, National Education Policy. This was a major transformation in the Indian education system, which we were lacking compared to the advanced foreign countries. And focus on multidisciplinary learning, skill development, and flexibility in course choices has made and impacted so many young undergraduate students. So this was about the NEP 2020. One from the corporate world. This is very interesting example. And I remember someone yesterday also asked that what is the importance of our own knowledge vis-a-vis the Western knowledge. So this is the classical example in Indian corporate. After acquiring Jaguar Land Rover, again, if you just imagine the India before few years, where majority of our companies are being taken over by the foreign companies. This was the first major move by Tata Motors, one of the most respectable group in India, taking over Jaguar Land Rover. But after taking over, Tata Motors faced the financial and operational hurdles. But most importantly, the cultural integration and reviving the brand was the major challenge to them. So what Ratan Tata did was that they restructured the strategy, invested in R&D, that was fine, but they brought in the core values of the management which they were practicing in India to Jaguar Land Rover. I'm sorry. And within few years, they made this venture profitable. This is the biggest example of Tata acquiring JLR. Again, one from your field, the autonomy of institutions and deemed to be universities. This has impacted a lot on the curriculum and administration because they could bring in the innovation into there. IITs, IIMs, and select central university granted autonomy to design courses and research programs. Even the private universities like Ashoka, Shiv Nadar, OP Jindal, following liberal educational models, more emphasis on faculty recruitment, interdisciplinary research, and international curriculum. So this was from your field. Again, one from the corporate. Infosys faced a major challenge on the leadership. Narayan Murthy's exit, and again written back in 2013, Vishal Sikka's appointment and exit, and Salil Parekh's leadership. Now, as Infosys is something, an organization which is driven by the brain, the technology, changing in the leadership becomes a bigger challenge and the bigger issues because he will bring in the culture what he wants. So they faced a major problem, but they shifted their strategies, and Infosys introduced digital transformation with upskilled employees and focused on automation and AI-driven solutions. to maintain the growth. And Infosys again came back on the track, saying so these are not the easy tasks, these are the mammoth tasks which organization has done and brought the difference. One again from your field, implementation of outcome-based education, OBE. Here, they wanted to bring in the gap of employability from the science or engineering graduates or from the management graduates. I was going through one of the article few days back, and I got wondered that the students who are coming out from the engineering courses, the management courses, the employability, or they are only employable up to 5%. Very shocking figures. Only 5% from tier 2 institute I'm talking about. Here we are not referring IIM or IITs, but from tier 2 institution, only 5% are the employable product, because they have not learned what actually the work culture demands. And that is the reason of the problem. So introducing implementation of outcome-based education has played a major roles, and institute like IIT, NIT, VIT have redesigned their curriculum, focusing on the problem solving and project-based learning. Next, Reliance. This we are talking about Mukesh Ambani's Reliance. Reliance Industries shift from oil to digital and retail. One of the largest refinery of the world. And owing that, they have seen the future. They realized to sustain a long-term growth into the Indian and international market, we need to shift and we need to get into the other businesses, and which made them to launch Jio in 2016, which was during the disrupted telecom industry phase. Post which JioMart, Jio platforms, so many things in the retail, and many must have seen or read the current speech of Mukesh Ambani in his AGM. The plans what they have, they are going to put in the highest investment into the AI driven tools. So this is what is again a proactive change management case, the classical case into the proactive change management. One again from your area, which is a choice-based credit system, CBCS. This is again a major shift from rigid syllabi to flexible modular learning structures. University of Delhi, JNU, and Mumbai University already adopted this, and student can choose interdisciplinary electives across the departments. Now this certainly promotes the holistic and skill-based education. One more from the corporate world, and this is about the Mahindra getting into the EVs. Mahindra was in a traditional automobile manufacturing sector, and it's a big brand with the renowned product and so many products as the flagship brand. But this was the proactive change which they speculated, that tomorrow the world will be of the EVs. And Mahindra had no experience into manufacturing the EV. So they took over the company, Reva, who was manufacturing, it was a small company, who was manufacturing the electric cars. And after taking away the entire setup, they developed the learnings to develop EV models like e-Verito and e-XUV 300. Those who are automobile enthusiasts will know that what kind of XUV 300 brand image is. And also partnered with government initiative to drive EV adoption. They made it sure, even though they are still into the traditional automobile manufacturing also. So these were the examples, and with this particular episode gets to an end. I would take all the questions, whatever necessary, and then we can sum up. Dr. Vikas? Dr. Vikas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Surely.
Okay. We have just completed today's episode. This may happen because some episodes are little longer and some are little shorter in length. So maybe, variation of 5, 10, 15 minutes here or there may happen. So we have just summed up the today's session. We have talked about the change management, and importantly, the crescent moon on forehead of Shiva, which is a symbolic presentation of the equilibrium or the equipoise, the inner harmony of Man, Atman, and Chit, mind, soul, and superintelligence. And we also talked about proactive and reactive change management. We had shared quite a few examples to that. If you want to get more into that subject, you can always ask GPT Baba. They can provide you a lot many examples. So any questions from your end?
Sir, in the chat, we have a question from Amitaji. How we connect the story of Chandra and these examples with each?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
How we connect the story of Chandra and these examples with each other?
Story of Chandra, or rather taking the crescent moon on the forehead by Shiva, is the symbolic presentation of the equipoise. But when we talk about the change, as we mentioned that we wax and we wane, Shiva mastered on that. Challenges are part of the life, and how do we manage that? That is more important. So then follows the proactive and reactive change or change management. And the examples are of proactive change management. As I said earlier, reactive, I had already given you the examples, like the situation of COVID, or these are the examples which we have experienced and we went through, or even the current Trump tariffs.
Okay, sir. Yesterday's question about Jata and dreadlock symbol. Would you like to answer it today or in the sessions which will be tomorrow and further?
No, can you repeat the question?
Uh, Sir, the question was that what Jata and dreadlocks symbolize, as Ganga is symbol of symbolized as the flow of knowledge.
Correct. The
Would you like to answer
dreadlock of
to it?
Shiva. Sorry. Yeah. Please continue.
No, I was asking, would you like to answer it today?
Sure, why not? The
Please.
dreadlock or the jata is the cognitive capability of mind. I will give you another example into this. If you check the physiology of our brain's cognitive capability, you will also see a jata into it. This is, again, it has no rhyming, but this is my own independent thinking, which I'm sharing with you. But jata is the cognitive capability of human mind. I again repeat, the knowledge comes with the fierce flow. You cannot pass on the knowledge what you have received to your students. They cannot accept it. They cannot bear it. So what you need to do is you need to churn that knowledge in with your cognitive capability, and then you have to pass down into the calm composed stream to your downline and ensure that this remains forever the way Ganga is forever on the earth and Netherlands. And as Shiva sanctified Ganga, you are supposed to sanctify the knowledge, what you receive and what you pass on. Have I been able to answer you?
Did sir answer your question? There is a comment by Anantaji. As per Vedas, moon represents emotions, mood, and the mind. Is there a connection between the phases of moon and one's emotional cycles in real life as well? There is a question.
Obviously, if you see the symbolism, moon on the head of Shiva symbolizes his mastery over the restless mind, teaching seekers how to attain control over the thoughts and emotions. Now, if you consider yourself as Shiva, you are supposed to develop this mastery because, as I mentioned earlier, the real success in developing the equilibrium and not only acquiring wealth or material things, whatever we can talk about. Even if you find a poor chap with utmost inner harmony, he is better than a rich guy without the peace and rest in the mind. So moon has this connection, and these are the symbolic presentation of moon and Shiva.
Is there any to ask anything to sir regarding today's session or about yesterday's session? Is there any question? You may unmute yourself and ask directly to the sir.
I have a request, Dr. Vikas. You can share my email ID and phone number also. Whenever if you had any questions or whenever if you need any assistance, if you have liked this presentation, then certainly you can send me on my direct access also, if it is convenient to the organizer.
Sure, sir. I am sharing it right now.
This is my personal ID, and you can communicate anytime whenever you feel like. I would also appreciate your comments, whatever, good or bad, because we are talking about the change, equipoise. Any more questions, or we sum up today's session?
May I say something?
Yeah, please, welcome.
This is just an observation regarding that madam who asked about moon and how it affects how it affects our mind.
Yeah,
I have gone through, like, I have heard about certain researches that have taken place that during those Purnimas and Amas, all the special days,
yeah,
I mean full moon days and all that, those mental homes,
yeah,
there the behavior of those who have been who are there inside, it changes it. So I feel that moon definitely has a great effect on our mind and body both, because moon is a water element. And
yeah,
so when usually it is observed that some saints will, or when somebody is not in a proper mental frame, then some saints will advise to chant Om Namah Shivaya or Namah Shivaya Panchakshari mantra, because moon happens to be on Shivji's head.
right.
So, to gain that mental balance and some peace of mind, sometimes this mantra is advised.
True,
This
lady. Yes, yes, true. And if we keep mythology aside, in a common man's language, we call such passions as lunatics. And as per the psychoscience, uh, the patient who are suffering from the bipolar mood disorder, sometimes they get into the hypomania, and sometimes they get very depressed. Here, the lunar cycle plays a vital role. During the Punam or during the full moon cycle, the hypomania is on the higher side, and during the no moon period or the waning period, the patient's depression goes on the higher side. So you are absolutely right in saying so. Vedic philosophy rightly says that the Shiv Panchakshar mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, helps a lot who are suffering with this.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I would like to ask a question, if I may.
Please, please.
Right. This is with regard to one mythological aspect with the story of Lord Ganesh. We are
Okay.
quite familiar with the story of Lord Ganesh. Uh, it is believed that the mouse is the vehicle of Lord Ganesh, and especially on Ganesh Chaturthi, people are advised not to take a look at the moon. If you take a look at the moon on Lord Ganesh Chaturthi's festival, Lord Ganesh will be upset. I would like you to explain this particular mythological idea. What is the basis behind it, and what role does moon have to play in Lord Ganesh's story?
Ma'am, this question is unheard to me, and I, I would repeatedly say that I am not a mythological expert, but you have raised a lot of curiosity to me. Give me a day's time. Let me check and come back to you.
Yes, please. I really want to understand. The story goes something like Lord Ganesh had eaten a little too much, and his belly was very heavy. and he wanted to kind of secure his belly, and
Okay.
he tried to get some kind of a rope or something to tie around his belly.
Okay.
And in a hurry to tie his belly to secure it, he picks up a rope, which he actually picks up a snake, which he
Okay.
thinks is a rope, and he ties it around his belly. Looking at this, it is apparently mentioned that the moon laughs at Ganesha's plight, and
Okay.
this upset Ganesha quite a bit. And so, in order to keep Lord Ganesha happy, you should not take a look at the moon, especially on Ganesh Chaturthi day. So I
Okay.
was a little curious, when we're talking about Indian knowledge system, and this is very much a part of what we've been fed. So I wanted you to expand a little bit more on that. If you could, I would really be very grateful.
Surely, ma'am. I will try. I will try. I will surely give a try.
Thank you.
If I may add to that, if you guys allow, the story actually has different aspects to different every particular sort of, this story has different versions. So what you said is partially right. What happened was Lord Ganesh had eaten a lot of food, and his belly bursted. And the moon on Shiv's head, he started laughing. And Lord Ganesh was really upset regarding this. He did not like what
Okay.
Moon did to him. And so he cursed Moon that whomsoever person will look at you on my day, on the Ganesh Chaturthi, the last day, will be falsely accused of something. Falsely accused of lying or cheating or stealing. So falsely accused of any crime. So Chandrama was really upset, and he apologized to Ganesh. Later, Ganesh, when his anger was a little bit calmed down, he said that, all right, now the curse has been given, but whoever praises me first and then looks at you would be harmless. Nothing would harm that person. So in order to look at Moon without being falsely accused of something, we need to praise Lord Ganesh. And I may be wrong, but I would love to know more about it.
Sure. Sure.
Right. Thank you, Resham Arora.
Anytime, ma'am. It's all a beautiful place to learn.
That in this manner, the same story is responsible for solar eclipse. But that is what Dimlan was telling. Both vessels here. Okay. Anybody else with any comments, questions, feedback? You have 3 more minutes to do.
May I speak something? This is Dr. Kshiti Bhatt.
Yes, please.
I guess both the stories regarding the Ganesha's the Chandrama Darshan, it is definitely correct. But I feel that this is regarding to that Angaraki Chaturthi. It is there on the in many texts also. But the thing is that there must be some scientific reason behind this on a particular day in a particular muhurat, just the way we were not allowed, we were told not to go out when there is a sun eclipse, a solar eclipse, or when there is a lunar eclipse. The reason was the harmful rays. That time we did not know. Similarly, here also there must be some connection which that we may not be knowing as yet. That is what I feel. It could be, I mean, we can read or find out that way also.
Sure. It's interesting. You have provoked so many people. I think we will check up and we'll talk whenever we'll have free time from the main course agenda.
Yes, please. It is just curiosity, not actually to
Certainly, ma'am.
provoke.
Certainly,
It
ma'am.
is just interest to
Certainly.
know more and understand our own mythology and our own culture, and gain
Yes.
perspective on that.
We should. We should.
Sir, would you be sharing your PPT with us?
Dr. Vikas will be doing. I think he must be sharing the entire video, whatever.
Okay.
Dr. Vikas will take it further.
Okay. Right. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Nainish sir.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Sir, actually,
Let me interrupt you. You can call me by my name. I don't belong to this sir, madam culture, so you can call me by my name also.
oh, but we are not used to it. Okay, okay. So, actually, this concept of leadership, transformation, and change, no, so that it really impressed all of us. Yesterday's session, I have, absolutely, it was a wonderful session. And today too, the way that you interpret is beautiful. You're carrying the tradition, the legacy, which is applicable to this contemporary life. Sir, I would like to know, I was very curious to know the leadership qualities of Shiva. So, according to me, Shiva is something a majestic man. He's very angry. He with his third eye, he can burn anyone. In this session, you said that balancing through even during our challenging time. That I have learned. Apart from that, what are the leadership qualities we can learn from Shiva? So I would like to learn more about his qualities of leadership.
Ma'am, as the the presentation will progress, we will be talking on the various other management theories and Shiva's leadership into it, and we'll understand that more. But this reminds me to tell something. What Sadguru or the Jagi Guru interprets about the Shiva. The very deep or the philosophical meaning or the spiritual significance of the word Shiv itself means nothing.
Oh.
Shiv means nothing.
Okay.
And some other school also said that Shiv is nothing without the Ikar. Ikar is what? The femininity. If he is not with the supreme energy, supreme consciousness has no meaning. If you remove Ikar from Shiv, it is Shav, the dead body or the corpse. So these are the very different spiritual significance of the word and Shiv himself. We'll talk that later on if that provides the time. We'll stick to the presentation, what I have developed for coming 3-4 days more.
Okay. Actually, we all are really enjoying your session, the way that you, deliver, and it reaches all of us. And we are very curious. And thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow at 7:58, 2 minutes earlier. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good night. Shubhratri, Shabba Khair. See you tomorrow at the same time.